So, LaRoy, you have experience going against this Tampa Bay offense. What are some of the things that everyone should be taking into account after seeing what they did to the Saints on last Sunday?
Oh, I mean, well, they're explosive. You see them, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, those boys going deep. Fitz was throwing it up there. They were looking really good, and they had it going. So we just, as a defense, just be prepared. Communication on key. Playing fast and playing with the swag like those guys do. So it's gonna be fun to watch and fun to be a part of.
Chris Long was saying that he embraces that challenge of going against an offense that puts up 48 points because it's like, look, they're saying now that they're the big dog, so to speak, and then you guys can go silence them. How do you approach that?
I think you take every week as a challenge, and then especially in this league, it's so hard to win games, and just to go out and go against a really good team and a really good offense is all you dream of as a defensive player. You want to go out there and prove yourself every week, and this is an opportunity for us to do that.
How are the Bucs able to keep Fitzpatrick so clean last week, not getting sacked once and being able to throw for 4 touchdowns and rushing for another?
I mean, honestly, just hats off to those guys. They executed. They did a really good job executing. I think when you watch the film, they made their explosive plays when they counted. They kind of lure you, then make an explosive play. So that's something that they succeeded at last week, and that's something that we got to look forward to this week.
Malcolm was saying with the explosive plays that's already on your guys' radar after giving up 5 to the Falcons. Is that something that you guys are focusing on this week, especially knowing what Tampa Bay is capable of?
I mean, I think each week we put an emphasis on it, and I think just as a defense, you always want to minimize those explosive plays, whether it be throwing or passing. I mean, throwing or running. But as a defense, to be the best defense, that's what you have to do, and we have some of the best guys on this defense to do that.
What's the scouting report on Peyton Barber? I mean, kind of got lost in the shuffle, but if he can get going on the ground, it's just going to make that offense that much more dangerous to stop.
Well, you always got to account for the running game. I think they have a solid running game where they're going to commit to it if they need to. They're going to sprinkle it in there to keep you honest. I just think fundamentals and keys. Just being able to play the defense within the system and everybody doing their job, that seems to work.
Now, they have the receivers. We talked about Evans and Deshaun, but they got 2 pretty good tight ends as well. So does that put additional stress on you guys in the linebacking core?
However we sort it out as far as a unit, I think we all just being able to communicate and being on the same page with guys, it makes your job a lot easier. So, those guys just being able to have a great plan of how to kind of maximize our efforts on defense to limit that. So.
You guys rotate in a lot of personnel packages, especially at linebacker with Nigel being out. How was that communication for being your first game as an Eagle and, guys like Nathan and Kamu getting a lot of quality reps on defense for the first time?
Oh, man, and it was exciting to watch those guys just go out there and make plays and step into a new role. And I think, Coach spoke about just being versatile, and those guys stepped in, they made key plays throughout the game. And it just helped our room. It helped our room grow, get better as a unit, and then Nigel comes back and we just kind of keep the ball rolling.
What's it mean with Nigel coming back here to the defense? I'm sure he's antsy to get on the field after missing the fun last week.
Oh, man, and I'm excited to watch him play, just, being my first game officially watching him play. Just his presence. I think his presence on the field kind of sets the tone, he sets the tempo for a lot of things. And he's a leader, so I think, as a defense, that's all you need from your linebacking core. You got him and Jay Hicks running the show, and they're going to do a great job at it. So I'm excited to watch those guys get after it.
LaRoy, I've asked a lot of guys this week about the heat. I mean, you've played in at Raymond James Stadium. You've played there when it's like a sauna, what it's supposed to be like this Sunday. How do you get yourself ready for that?
Man, hydrate. Drink a lot of water, hydrate. It's going to be a hot game. And I just, early on in the season, in the year, everywhere is hot. So you're going to be playing. We had a high training camp. And it's just something that you just got to be accountable for yourself, but just take ownership to hydrate, be prepared, be ready, stay ready. Anything can happen. So I just think that, and I think we got a good plan at hand to do that.